Shorthand Dictation for practice. Start. I welcome this opportunity for two reasons. Firstly, it gives me an opportunity to remove some misgivings. It will also give me at the same time an opportunity to clarify some of the details of this statement. Before doing that, I would like to make a few observations, and these are that some members have expressed views that, so far as the matter of food is concerned, it has to be treated as a national issue. I do agree with those who have suggested that, so far as this problem is concerned, let us have a national outlook and let us not bring politics into it. Let us try to see how we can overcome the difficulties with which we are faced and how we can make food available to our people at a reasonable price. The second thing which I would like to point out is this. I think the time has come when we should be clear in our mind that this is not because of prejudices or prejudicial ideologies that we have placed a certain policy before this conference and before the country last year. We thought that the taking over of food grains would help us in having an effective control over the surplus so that there may be no scope for speculators on the one hand, and there may be no spiraling of prices on the other hand, and it may be possible for us to provide the food grains which are the essential commodities for the existence of our people at a reasonable price, and particularly the weaker sections. That was the main objective underlying this policy. So far as procurement is concerned, that was a procedure in order to implement that particular policy. And today, when some people say that we have revised our policy or that we have surrendered our policy, I do not agree with such a view. Of course, my friends did not expect much good out of the policy which we had initiated last year, and they also did not expect any good out of the policy which we have initiated this time. But they have not told us what is the better policy which can serve the objectives which we have placed before ourselves. I would like to point out one thing. There is no question of surrender and there is no question of going back on our policy. I can reiterate and emphasize that, so far as this government and our party are concerned, we accept the socialist path as the proper path for the purpose of development and progress of this country. We are very clear about this. We shall pursue this path. Maybe that we may have to change the emphasis from time to time. Maybe we may have to change the direction from time to time. But we hope that the goal that we have set before ourselves will be achieved in the long run. Now, the question before us is why the policy which we had placed previously and was accepted was not a success. There are number of reasons for this. One of the main reasons was the very same people who are now criticizing us had created such a psychology in the country that it was not for us to obtain food grains from the cultivators. So far as food is concerned, let us not have politics in that. Let us all try to see if we can have a program in which all parties can be combined together and make that progress a success through which only we can make the socialist method of living a success in a democratic setup. This thing has got to be considered. Some members have very rightly pointed out that apart from the policy or the ideology, we have to see from the practical angle how we can increase production of food grains, particularly cereals in our country. So far as that matter is concerned, a large number of suggestions have been made. Some have suggested that implementation of land reforms is a must. They have said that so far as cases pending against cultivators are concerned, they must be disposed of quickly.